Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I am actually in shock. I was on Twitter earlier and then Oscar Sudi was trending at number 1. I then wondered why Oscar Sudi was trending at number 1. I then decided to follow that trend list. Shock on me.
Unaona mtu asiniuliza ati mbona unafaa viatu bei kali? Mbona sijui unafaa saa. Aniuliza kwanza nilianzia wapi, nimetoka wapi.
Hii ni pesa ngapi?
Hii kama 70,000 hivi.
70,000. Ni namba ngapi? Naweza fiti kama inaweza niingia.
Jaribu.
Maitaweza niingia. Ni kubwa kidogo.
Hii yako ni jua kali kidogo uniona.
Hii ni hasara tu kidogo.
Nani utafika ukipata TV utafika. Ni kadogo kidogo. Lakini jua kali.
Hiyo ni ngozi. Hiyo ni ngozi.
During that interview, Oscar Sudi attacked Rigathi Gachagua, which for me, I don't care much about.
Ulisho sote. Kikijia alikuwa anachia PSS. Kikijia alikuwa anachia mkutano ya mawaziri before iende kwa full cabinet. Kikijia alikuwa amepewa kazi zake zote. Kikijia mwenyewe alimessed up. Akaanza kupora kila mahali. Anamwambia huyu waziri fanya hii, anaambia huyu PS fanya hii, anaambia ule sijui fanya nini. Hapo ndio shida yote ilitokezea. Ya pili nikuulize Ngugi. Ukisema ati Ikulu ndio mahali pa kufanyia corruption. Ati surely wewe unajua William Ruto? Wewe unajua William Ruto vizuri? Unajua umekaa naye vizuri?
Yes, mjui vizuri.
My brother.
Namjua kama
sisi tumekaa na yeye na watu wengi hata wa Mount Kenya watakwambia. Ana time ya hiyo upuzi. Tulipata inji kama iko bankrupt. Watu wengi walikuwa wanajua hata euro bond hatuwezi lipa. Kwanza hiyo pesa ya kupora na hiyo kupanga iko wapi? Huyu kidogo alipewa akatumia mahoteli nini sasa akaingia na tamaa. Akaanza kublackmail boss yake. Mimi nikwambie Ngugi. So unaona mimi naambianga ule koti yangu ile gavana wangu ya saa. Mimi sio mjinga. Kwa sababu ndio mabarabara itembee huko na vitu itembee hata kama kuna kasoro zake mimi niko na kasoro zangu pia. Wacha raia waamue baada ya kura. Lakini huyu sasa akaanza kublackmail boss yake. Mpaka unafika mahali unasema lazima nipewe bilioni 10 ndio tuendelee. Surely.
He attacked Cleophas Malala, which again, I don't care about. But this statement here by Oscar Sudi caught my attention. And I want us to talk about it.
Ukiona mwanaume anaoa bibi ya pili, shida sio mwanaume. Shida ni bibi nyao kwa nyumba, ndiye amefanya ukoa bibi ya pili. So Rigiji ni problem ya broad based.
Haya. Ni hiyo shida. Na ilifanyika. Matamshi ya Orengo. Alisema
for your information unajua Orengo anakunyonga changa kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni.
Sio mtu wa kuaminika.
No, sasa mimi nakwambia ukweli siende usifuate. Anakunyonga anatembea na Amos.
Ikiwa na changa.
So Orengo na unajua Orengo nikifuata ndani vizuri,
okay.
Atakiangi Raila kitu mzuri.
Haya.
Akionanga Raila kama anataka kufuga hivi, akona kasoro fulani tu hapo. Yaani ni mlevi ya changa. So usimlaumu, achana na Orengo, sema ingine, tuulize swali lingine.
Within that 20 seconds, Oscar Sudi said 2 things about James Orengo. Actually 3. That James Orengo is a changa addict. That he walks with Amos. The truth is, James Orengo drinks. I've been with him in campaigns. He drinks. But Orengo is a top lawyer. Orengo, when he was the senator, a top senator, Orengo's record as a member of parliament is unmatched, cannot be compared to Oscar Sudi because we know the role of a member of parliament. Orengo was first elected, I think, in the 80s there, when even this CDF was never there. But he made a name for himself, which means even if he's drinking, has never stopped him from achieving whatever he desires in life. Oscar Sudi also said something to the effect that James Orengo doesn't mean well for Raila Odinga. That could be true. But Oscar Sudi might not know where that began and how it's going to end. Because remember, when Orengo first contested in Ugenya. He was not the preferred candidate for Jaramogi. He was not. He was just from the university. Raila Odinga defied Jaramogi Oginga Odinga to campaign for James Orengo. By that time, he was facing one of the former cabinet secretaries, cabinet ministers. What was the name? Matthews? Someone from Ugenya can remind me the name of that gentleman. A serious guy. Raila defied Jaramogi, formed youthful team, defeated the former cabinet secretary, cabinet minister by that time. So you might not know. Of course, what Oscar Sudi is saying is something which is being whispered along the political corridors. So it's actually bad talk. But I didn't like the way Oscar Sudi dismissed James Orengo, that kama ni Orengo, wachana nayo. I want to talk about that speech on Orengo by Oscar Sudi. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me head straight. But I want to head straight by playing a clip by James Orengo. And that clip, Oscar Sudi should find it and listen to it 3 times.
Finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that in my many years in Parliament, many years in Parliament, I would encourage, from my own experience, that each senator has got his own self-worth. And when you sit or come before the Senate as a parliamentarian, you have your own self-worth. And me, I can never be intimidated in my political life. Can never be intimidated. Because I've seen many people come and go. I've seen many powerful people come and go. I've seen presidents come here and go. I have seen people who, on their word, you would leave this house and you'll be locked in the same day. They have come and gone. I have seen very respected women in this country like Grace Onyango, who was in the committee for the special investigations relating to the disappearance of JM. Yeah. And that made me very proud because those days there were very few women. And she stood firm. She was required to change a report of the National Assembly. And she stood firm. So I want to plead with you. We got a heavy task. And if people out there feel you can be intimidated and you've been brought to this house with all the powers that we have, including the trial of a governor, imagine next time that you may have a motion for the trial of the president. Will you be intimidated? So I urge you, for the future of this country, in the performance of your constitutional duties, never be intimidated.
Orengo is a political prophet in the Republic of Kenya. That's a fact. I remember there's a time James Orengo warned Beth Mugo that revolutions, it's their own people. Who would have thought, who would have imagined that Uhuru and Ruto were going to fall out? Who would have imagined that Rigiji would be campaigning against William Ruto today? Who would have imagined? Oscar Sudi should be reminded that revolution, it's their people. And that he might actually go look for Orengo. The bad news is that Orengo is no longer a lawyer. He's no longer practicing being a governor to represent him.
I want to talk to my sister Nyaugenya, Honorable Beth Mugo. We have gone through the trenches with you. You know when governments are in power, how they behave. I think probably you can give people on the other side a little education, that sometimes revolutions eat their own children. Yes. Yeah. Government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you'll be crying in my office to come and represent you. I know, I can tell you. I've appeared for President Kibaki when he was in the opposition about laws which were made here. I've appeared for President Uhuru and Vice President Ruto when Kanu was going away. When Kibaki was taking away his members and making them ministers, I went to court on their behalf. But now that they're in power, they are forgetting. And power, when power gets into your head, I can tell you, you will never remember that one day there's a bigger power, Almighty, that will deal with you.
But I want to say something about that statement. Again, before we do that, allow me to give a huge shout out to our today's sponsor, Carotex Computers. If you're looking for a reliable and quality computers and accessories, then Carotex Computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and a variety of computer accessories. They are located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, Meza 9, first floor, room number 7, unit 3. They also deliver nationwide, which means you can conveniently place your order through their website, which is pinned and you can also see up there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my take. Number one, Oscar Sudi should respect James Orengo, and not only James Orengo, other leaders. Oscar Sudi is lucky, he was poor, he made his money, he's now a member of parliament. Is it the second or third term? That's a big achievement for him. But he should respect Orengo and other leaders. Remember, James Orengo has served as a member of parliament. Orengo has served as a senator. Orengo is serving as a governor. At some point, James Orengo was elected without campaigning, without even producing a single poster. Zero. James Orengo is one of the leaders who are always elected without spending their money. It means there are people who believe in Orengo. And therefore, someone like Oscar Sudi should actually respect James Orengo. Personally, I might not like Orengo that much, but he's one of the gentlemen in this country who deserves respect from all of us. That's number one. Number two, Oscar Sudi is not in the same league with Orengo. He can never be in the same league with James Orengo. Therefore, he should look for someone else to play with. I also believe that Oscar Sudi is trying to use the same strategy which they used against Uhuru Kenyatta in the mountain. And the people of the mountain allowed him. He should never try that. He should never try that on Orengo. Because the people of Siaya deserves better. The Luo nation might have a problem with Orengo, his politics. Of course, there are those who strongly believe in him. The strategy of abusing Uhuru, which worked in the mountain, should never work on Orengo. And lastly, power is fluid. Oscar Sudi should know that sometimes he might fail to be in power. We'll go. We look for Orengo. I don't know what to think. But I found it strange that he could find space to dismiss Orengo, talk the way he talked. Orengo drinks. That's a fact. That's a fact. Drinks. If you go to Orengo's home, I've been there, I think twice. And for Oscar Sudi's information, changa is part and parcel of livelihood and lifestyle of Ugenya. In fact, if you want clean changa, go to Ugenya. They test it. I remember at some point we were with our friends and we visited one of our friends called Kevin Dosu in Sigomre. And, they know mtu alileta changa, but it's also like, this is not the real one. Then I don't know what they did. Pap na kibiriti. Gaiku waka. Then they told the guy, go and bring a clean one. So ikaletwa. Wakiwasha hivi, inawaka. That's Ugenya for you. So Oscar Sudi should respect the elders who invented chemistry of distilled water in Ugenya. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.